Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. It's Yosha and I'm here with a different kind of video for y'all. It is a lock tutorial featuring my hubs, Des, and I'm just showing you all what his hair looks like before we get started. During this video, I'll be showing you guys how I shampoo his hair. I'm using the Suave Almond Shea Butter Moisturizing Shampoo and the conditioner. So when it comes to doing locks and shampooing them at home, you have to divide and conquer because it's a lot of hair. So I'm starting off in the first section of the back of his head. Before applying the shampoo, I did rinse his hair to saturate it prior to adding the product. And that's just to help that shampoo sit on that dirt and get it out. Also, I want y'all to know when you first start off shampooing, you may not see nothing but the dirt and residue from the hair going into the sink. It may not lather like you want it to until that second wash. So I'm just showing you guys how I apply the shampoo, focused mostly on the roots of his hair, and then I'll get the rest all the way down to the tips towards the end. But it's very important to scrub the scalp here, especially because we're retwisting this today. Now, I did, trim this up so that the video wouldn't be 30 minutes because it did take me about 35 minutes to get this done. I just switched to the other side. Also, side note, y'all, typically when I wash his hair, I will sit on the counter because I can reach his head better. And he'll sit in the chair, kind of faced in a different way. But I stood this time around because this was the best way to be able to show you guys how we do this at home. A few of you had asked to show, like, how do I shampoo his hair? Typically, we don't record this part because it is a little bit challenging. My phone almost fell in the sink and everything. But stay tuned for part 2 of this video. And the remainder of this one, because it's not even close to being over yet. But I'm saying that because I will be showing y'all how I retwist, and it'll be a very detailed video in 4K on my camera, which will be a little bit better than the quality of my phone. I just, couldn't risk my Canon G7X falling in the sink, y'all, because them cameras are expensive. So now I'm rinsing that first layer of shampoo out of his head. Don't worry, y'all. I did get the front, but I had to break this up into clips so that the video wouldn't be super duper long. And I'm just showing y'all how I try to rinse the back of his hair out. It was kind of hard because, he's a guy and he doesn't really do his own maintenance. So he doesn't always understand how to move his head in the direction that I need him to. So, it takes time, it takes progress. And because he goes for like the Rastafarian look a lot of the time, his in-betweens of me shampooing are pretty long. So I told him with this time around, maybe we should start trying to get you retwisted every 3 weeks or so that it'll be easier on both of us. I get rusty every time I take a long break from doing his hair, and it's just more to do when there's more new growth. So now I'm going through to do that second application. And this time around, y'all are going to notice that shampoo is lathering way more because the hair is cleaner now. And I should have showed you guys the amount of residue coming off into the sink when I scrubbed his hair, because the water, obviously it turns. So, when your hair is dirty, you have product on it, you sweat, you working out, you're at the gym, all that. That's going to make your water turn a light brown or dark brown color because you have dirt and product on your hair. And with Locs, because he doesn't shampoo his hair as often as I do, where, I don't have locks. So when I don't have protective styles in, I may keep my braids for a month and then shampoo. You know how dirty your hair gets after a month of having braids. So that's kind of how this is. If your hair is being retwisted every 6 weeks and that's when you're shampooing, you're going to have a lot of dirt in your head. So definitely want to make sure you shampoo the hair at least twice and break the hair up into sections, because if not, you're going to end up shampooing one section really good and the other section is going to be still dirty. And you're going to notice when you are retwisting. So it takes me about 30 minutes to get through his whole head and actually shampoo it thoroughly and add my conditioner. And y'all, I made a mess. You can see how wet my shirt is, how wet he is. The water is like skeeting on the floor. Girl, it's a progress. Now here I'm wringing out his locks because we were going to bring his head up to apply the conditioner because it's just easier for me to reach that way. So I'm just showing you guys how I wring the ends out and then bring it up to the roots. And then I'm going to definitely go back in and add the conditioner. I did crop a lot of that part out because adding the conditioner, there it is very similar to adding the shampoo. The only difference is when you add the conditioner, and see, I had him sit up and I did it off camera. But when you add that conditioner, that is just what's going to like soften the hair, help you to detangle. And you're going to let that sit on there for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I let his sit for about 10 minutes off camera. And here y'all just see me rinsing it out. If you have any questions about this, please drop them down below in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe, y'all. I am on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I'd love to have you here, a part of the journey. Aside from content like this, I'd give advice. There's plus size fashion, vlogs. I go live every week. Y'all, it's a vibe. You'll love it here. So support me if you like what you see, and stay tuned. We are almost done shampooing and conditioning. So just wanted to show you guys for this section. Now that his hair is washed and conditioned, I'm going in and I'm taking locks in sections like this, and I'm wringing it out on the ends, which I had already did this section so it's not as wet. But you want to try to do that to get some of that water out before you use your towel. And don't do it too hard. You don't want to pull their locks out, but you want to just kind of get some of that water. And I also have a hooded dryer by Red Pro that we use to set the locks once I twist them. And that's going to remove a lot of that moisture that's on the ends as well. You don't have to have a dryer, but I feel like it makes it look a little nicer, especially for me because I'm not a beautician by any means. But when they go to a loctician in the shop, the loctician sits them under the dryer after twisting. So just wringing it out on the ends as best as I can. And then of course we're gonna towel dry it as well. And that also helps to wring it out. Let me tilt this up so y'all can see. And then you bring it back. And you can tuck it into the base of the towel. Like so. So y'all can see. When I can't do it like this way with his head down, like he won't put his head out, I'm saying, but if it's right, then it will be covering from the roots to the tips. But as you can see, I got all the product out of his head. And now we're about to go downstairs to twist it in the office. So I'll see y'all down there.